Hi y'all. So I am back again with another video. Today's video we are going to work on one of my rehabs. This rehab was actually a gift. When I say gift, the lady was gonna throw it away and she knew I was into rehabs and she was like, go ahead and take it. So we're gonna work on that today. And I just wanna say hello to those who are new to my channel. This is a channel that is mainly about mental health, the struggles that I have had to overcome. I enjoy plants, as you see. I'm a plant mama. I am a overcomer of trauma, or at least I'm trying to overcome it. Yeah, most importantly, hello. Thank you for visiting the Mad Planners channel, and I'm the Mad Planner. Those of you that watch me already, y'all already know how I roll, so let's go ahead and get going. So this is the basket that we're going to be transferring my baby into. And we are going to work on, I don't know if I already, oh, what is that? We are going to work on it's called a Stram Tricolor. Yeah, I think that's what it's called. I'll post it to let you know if it's something different. But yeah, so she was pretty beat up, banged up. This lady was about to throw her away. I have had her in this condition, and she comes with a baby sis. I've had them in these conditions since I've gotten them. I got them over the summer. I've had these things about maybe 4 months, and I've just left them in what they came in. And so finally I am ready to repot. I told y'all that I leave my rehabs in their natural habitat, meaning what they are used to at the moment. I leave them in that until Spirit tells me to do otherwise. And so Spirit has told me to move. So y'all know how I like to do. I like to show you what we're gonna do today, what we're gonna use. And if you don't have one of these, get you one of these chicken salads. These things will save you so much cleanup. You want to clean up as you go. We're going to use my handy dandy skewers. I actually used some of these last night for dinner. I kebabbed some chicken for my husband. I have these little mittens that we're going to wipe off the leaves. To be honest with you, the leaves really don't have to be wiped off. I told you guys that I already daily I come and I love stroke all my plants and their leaves daily, because I pray for them. I tell them that they is kind, they is cute, and they is important. So they already know that. So that's why I don't really have dust built up and grease and whatever all that stuff be that people have on their ceiling fans. I have my little paintbrush because I just like to have it. I don't use it for painting, obviously. I just like in between the crevices of my plants when need be. We are going to use pruners because we gotta clean her up, give her a little haircut. And then I have this water meter. This is great. However, I like to use this good old piece of wood that the Lord then gave me. So I'm gonna go ahead and, yeah, we're gonna go ahead and get this show on the road. And so also I have some water. We're gonna spritz her down with some good old H2O. And then I'm just gonna give her a little water to the roots because she feels a little dry. So we're gonna do that. So first off, I'm gonna start off by, I don't know if y'all can see. My little light I told you guys about that I use to inspect my plants, the leaves, the soil. So I'm gonna be working with this because I told y'all I like to be in my plants business. I like to see what's on them because look, I love them. I love to rehab, that's great. But if I see somebody breathing, crawling, living in this, having a family reunion, you going in the trash. Ain't enough love in the world to conquer that. So I don't really know much about the upkeep with this. I don't know if the lady had just gotten the plant. I don't know what the deal was. I just accepted the plant as it was, and it was pretty bad. She had left it out in the sun. She said that she was gone on vacation and she just left it out, and life had its way, and baby, life won. I don't know what would have possessed her to leave a plant out in the middle of the summer in the sun, but it worked out for my benefit. Oh, you know what? I'm looking on here. I didn't even pay attention. This is a tricolor ginger. This is what this says. So that's what that is. It's a tropical plant. I don't have any specific regimen on how I take care of my plants. I just take care of my plants however my ancestors tell me to take care of my plants. And I'm pretty sure it's I'm pretty sure, I know I'm parched all the time. I'm pretty sure it's not the way that most people take care of their plants. My plants are taken care of non-traditionally because, like I say, I pray for my plants. Also, something that I wanted to talk to y'all about before we get into whatever conversation that just comes off of my brain is hygiene. Okay, plant hygiene, yourself type of hygiene as well. You don't have to do it. This is advised. I like to do it, right? I don't want anybody touching me with dirty hands, so I don't touch my plants with dirty hands. I wash my hands before I touch my plants. Just because, like, why would you do that? You can have absolutely anything on your hands and you touch your plants and now your plants got it, and y'all spreading all kinds of stuff throughout the house, and you just don't do that. Just wash your hands. Long story short. Also, another thing I wanted to talk to y'all about is when you are having something that is going on with you. So you have to be mindful of your own mental space that you are in at the moment. And whenever, like, I know I say that these are my emotional support plants, and they do yank me about the gutter. But I try and be mindful and put like just a little bit of oomph into myself before I go to my plants, because I don't want to deplete them. I don't want to drain them in the process of them trying to heal me. So I do pay it forth, and I do, when I am feeling great, I do come back to my plants and I give it back to them. I give them back the love and the support and the nurture that they gave to me when I was down. And so this is what we're doing right now. I am giving it, my kids are here from school. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and do that. And while I'm on the topic of children, so I'm just gonna start nipping away, y'all, at whatever I see that sorry, I'm gonna have to adjust because I'm not big time right now. I don't have a camera person. I am though. Pretty soon I'll have one. So I'm just gonna start trimming away. Oh, and I'm so silly. I didn't tell you their names because I told y'all that I named my plants. This is Denzel Washington. Oh, so handsome Denzel. And a very iconic legend that people don't talk about often. This is, I don't know how it looks on your end, but this is David Ruffin, y'all. David Ruffin. Ain't nobody coming to see you, Otis. That David Ruffin from The Temptations. I was tortured like many other Black children in the world or in America, and I had to watch The Temptations 50 million times. 5 Heartbeat 50 million times. What's Love got to do with it? 50 million times. So that's why the plant got that name. So back to what I was saying. I wanted to talk to you about children. I don't know about anybody else, but I can just pull that out. I ain't gotta cut that. Okay, cool. Look at her in here. This is just so sad. Ooh, she's bald, but that's okay. We all go through that. Children are very tiresome. I don't know if this is a conversation that, is too soon to have. I don't know if people are wanting to have this type of conversation. I need to have this conversation. I have this conversation with my... One second. Hey, no, absolutely not. Now, one thing y'all not gonna do is embarrass me on my YouTube channel, okay? Because y'all know I'm in the business of embarrassing back. Go. Be quiet. Go someplace else. I don't know why they do that, because they know I'll act up. I don't save stuff until I get away from the public. I'm gonna get you right there. Just like you embarrassed me, I'm gonna embarrass you. But see, that's what I'm talking about right there. Children, they don't understand. I'm not gonna say they don't understand. They don't give a flip. They don't care. They don't care about what it is that they are doing to you. It's all about them. Kids are very selfish. Kids are very needy. And when I say needy, I'm not talking about, oh, like the necessities. I'm talking about, oh, I have to bend over backwards for you because that's what your little nasty ego needs from me. And I was saying before, my sister, her and I, we have these conversations a lot. My spiritual sisters, we have this conversation. My cousin, you know, and I can't say I do have people to talk to about it because we feel the same. We all have these same topics. Round tables, we talk about these things, and honey, we go in on our kids because they need it. They deserve it. One thing I try and tell my children is that your age does not excuse you for mistreating me, right? Just like my age does not excuse me from being a effed up mom. Your age, hey, can somebody grab Masroy, please? Your age does not give you permission to mistreat me, to be an asshole, and all these other things. It does not give you the right. I am a firm believer of who you are as a child is who you will be as an adult, right? You don't spend 18 years of your life being selfish. Can you take him to Nyla? Will you ask Nyla knows I'm recording? I don't know why she would have just allowed him to leave, but that's neither here nor there. But kids they will just take and take and take and take, and that is not something that happens. You can't break that habit. You can't be that way, an inconsiderate person. You don't give a damn about nobody else. You don't have any regards for other people's things, and then just snap out of it like that. It doesn't work like that. It doesn't happen. And so I always try and tell my children, one thing you're not going to do, you're not going to abuse me. That's what you're not going to do. Just like you don't expect to get abused by me, because if anybody in the world has an excuse to be an abuser, I do. And you don't see me using my trauma and using my past to dictate how I treat you. I don't do that, so therefore you're not going to treat me any kind of way. You're not going to talk to me crazy. You're not going to be getting spicy with me because you don't know how to regulate your emotions. Guess what, Barbara Streisand? I don't know how to regulate mine either, but guess what? I know that I'm a human and I don't want nobody mistreating me. I know that I don't want nobody talking to me crazy. I know that. So why can't you use that common sense and that same logic and treat me the same way? But see, the problem is that everyone caters to kids, and I'm not in the catering business no more, baby. I do not have a food service license, and I'm not catering. Not doing it. If you want somebody to cater, you better call up Chick-fil-A, because I won't do it. And so I have been, it's like a boil that has come over in the head. It's ready to pop. And I am just, honey, I'm just ready to explode. My kids, they're driving me insane. And this has been going on for years now. I have had really, really unsavory feelings about my children for a very, very, very long time. And I'm not talking about my little babies, right? Because they're babies. They don't know. We're still getting there to know right from wrong, right? And because they're testing waters. That's what babies do. That's what like when I say children, toddlers do. They're trying to come into their own and they're testing the waters, and that's how they know. That's how they know that, y'all. Hey, can y'all take Masroy to the room? And see, the thing is that they will do things like this on purpose. Anytime that I'm trying to have some type of outlet. Anytime I try and do something, pertaining to me, this is what happens. And yeah, y'all may be like, well, them your kids. Well, guess what? That's not the type of household that I run. It's not the type of household that I run. We in it together. Shit. But I was... Hello? Can y'all please just take him? Why are you negotiating with a 4-year-old? Why? That's the shit I be talking about right there. That's the shit I be talking about. They do little things, and we're not going to excuse them. Be like, I think kids, they don't know. No, they do know. My kids know. They know. And they're doing this because they're just assholes. That's the only way. My son, right? Love him to death. Beautiful human. On the outside. But on the inside, he's an asshole. Masroy. No, I'm recording a video, Masroy and Nyla. That's not funny.
I was confused. I thought you had company.
No, I do have company. My viewers. So it's just one of those things where, I don't understand. Like, I try my hardest with him. I don't know what his deal is. He has been, when I tell you he is a butthole, he's the biggest, widest, flabbiest butthole you've ever come across. And I gave birth to that. And I don't know what that says about me. I don't know what I have done wrong. I don't know if I have failed. As a matter of fact, I ain't do shit wrong. I'm not going to blame me for that. That's a him thing. He chooses to be like that. I'm not going to blame me. I ain't do a damn thing wrong. I didn't do nothing wrong. And if y'all blame yourselves for y'all kids and their effed up behavior, stop it. Because one thing I notice about kids will make you feel bad every single time because they're master manipulators. Yes, they are. That's just what they do. I am inside my house and I don't want to just flip this bad boy over and get this stuff everywhere. When I say stuff, I mean soil. I might just have to. I didn't think that through. I'm not coughing because I got COVID. I'm just coughing because I'm dealing with allergies. And I know that's what everybody say they got COVID, but I don't have it. So my son, I just don't know. Like, it's always a constant battle with him. One minute we're good, the next minute we have problems. It's just like he's just so difficult. He's so defiant. And then I'm always having to go through stuff. No matter what school he go to, where we move, like, it's always a problem. The girls, I never have a problem with. Now, one daughter, yeah, like, she be trying this from time to time. And, I do get calls and she gets referral ever so often. But I just cuss her out a few good times and she get it together. But that boy... he don't give a damn. He don't give a damn. This is quite the mess that is being made. And I'm upset because I really wanted to show y'all a true rehab plant and the process that I go through with it. But damn, I wasn't expecting to do this like this in the house. But it's okay. I'll clean it. So I just kind of massage the roots to break it up. Ugh. I don't like the way this feels. I don't like it at all. I've diagnosed myself with autism. We actually, fun fact, we all on the spectrum, to be honest with you. A lot of us are just not diagnosed. Okay, so she was kind of broke already in there, which is fine. Well, because it's Denzel. But it's okay. We all know how Denzel gets down. But yeah, so I don't know if anybody else deals with this. If you do, please help. SOS, I need help. I don't know what to do. I don't know how to approach it. All I know is that we got 3 more years until he turns 18. And I am trying not to be sitting in nobody's jail cell talking on a phone wall. I do not want to be where R. Kelly is. Not for the same reasons, obviously, but because I didn't caught myself a case for sending this child to Ray's Boom Boom Room because he can't learn how to treat people. He gets really, really disrespectful with his teachers. And something that it was put on my heart that he don't like women. That's what it is. He don't like women. He hates women. He's a misogynist. One of my spiritual sisters, she helped me come to that conclusion that that's what it is. Nothing I did, he was just born that way. Pure asshole. He doesn't have a problem with men. He takes orders just fine from my husband. Oof, forgive me, Heavenly Father, for dumping this shit out like this. But I don't know what it is. Like, I have cared for this child. I have nurtured him. I have done my best to protect him. Even when, we were dealing with the situation with his biological father. I really did my best to try and protect him. I did my best. My best wasn't good enough. And this is why I say you need to live your life for you and not live your life for other people, not live your life for your kids. Because one thing, they're going to grow up and they're going to say, fuck you, if they want to. That's what they'll do. It don't matter how good you take care of them. You have them in the latest, greatest clothes. You get them and buy them all these things. And you do your hardest and your best job to provide for them. And they will grow up and then they will turn on you. Just like a damn snapping turtle. But it's okay, because one thing that I have reminded my children, I know what it's like to live without y'all. But do y'all know what it's like to live without me? And that's just how the cookie crumbles, as my niece would say, or used to say when she was a baby. And it doesn't stop when they grow up, when they get older. It's just amplified. They think they know everything. They don't want to listen. You're the fucking enemy all of a sudden. And I get disgusted because I'm it. I'm it. Like, they treat me like I'm the enemy, like I've done something. And I haven't. I try to instill boundaries. I try and teach you guys. My job is not to kumbaya and all that bullshit. My job is to teach you how to survive in this world, because one day, baby, I'm going to be sitting on the throne in Ray's Boom Boom Room, watching you, living your life in shambles and shit if you don't heed my warnings. And they just don't get it. They don't get it. They don't get it. They think they know every damn thing. You try and teach them, you try and tell them, and then they gonna turn around and put it back on you because you did something wrong. I have one right now. She hates to admit when I'm right. She hates it when I'm right. Her thing is I always want to be right. I always think I'm right. Well, I can't help that I am always right. And the reason why is because I only open my mouth and speak about things that I know about that are facts. If I don't know about it, you're not going to hear me. I'm not going to open my mouth. But if I know, oh yeah, you finna hear me all day long, baby. I'm finna blow like a trumpet. But see, that's what they don't understand. I have an open door policy with my children, and I want them to be open and feel like they can come to me and talk to me. And it's just like, no, they don't want that with me. They want to dictate my life and tell me what to do every step of the way and worry about what I got going on. But then, I can't say anything to them. I can't give them advice. I'm not, they don't need me to know about what's going on. So press pause. Ungrateful ass kids. I'm going to take some of the soil that we just took out of the pot, and I'm going to put into this new pot. This has like a plastic lining, which is great. Yeah, it can be dangerous because it can hold on to too much water. Actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm not going to do that because, like I just said, it holds on to too much water. I am actually going to, oh, my husband home. I'm going to put it back in the pot that it came out of, actually. That way I can take it out on spa days. Now, when I say spa days, what I mean by that is that I take my plants and I give them a good old wash down. I hose them down. I give them a good clean. We go and do some massage therapy and all of that. Her roots was as dry and as brittle as can be. So I'm just gonna mist her roots really good, or his roots really good, to bring back some of that luster to it. Because I don't wanna, drown it with water. I wanna put it back in the water, the soil that it was used to. Well, this one, obviously the soil was pretty dry, but since the soil that I just took the other one out of and I'm combining was pretty damp, I don't want to, actually water the plant. Because sometimes you can do too much. I told y'all that I don't be cutting on my plant's roots because you don't want nobody cutting on Big Mama toes and shit. So I don't do that. I just fold it up and put it right on in there. It ain't bothering me. And when it's ready to be repotted, I will put her, him, them, they, it, us, and something else. Something a little bit bigger. But yeah, so, my kids, they are very, very ungrateful children. Nobody owes anybody anything is what, you hear people say. No, you owe me. You owe me because, for one, I have done everything possible. My son, this child, caused all kinds of trouble everywhere he go. One thing my mama would never do, my mama would never stand up for me and take up for me. The teachers would tell her something, and it was God's truth. Like, there's 3 sides to every story, but she will automatically take the teacher's side because she hated me anyways. Oh, bitch. But, she hated me, and so she would automatically opt for the side that she felt that was going to make me feel the worst. And it was the teacher's side. And I always said, if I ever have kids, my kids ain't never going to have to experience that. My kids, I'm going to ride for my kids. My kids, they're going to know. If ain't nobody on this planet got their back, I got their back. Right, wrong, indifference, whatever the case may be. I got my kids back. My son, I know for a fact that he didn't did whatever the hell it was they said he didn't did. I know for a fact he did it, right? But when I'm sitting there talking to them people, you will never, ever hear me agree with them. You will never, ever hear me side with them. You will never, ever hear me go ham on my son in front of them. I'm never going to do that because I'm his only ally. I'm the only person in there that's really and truly on his side. And I know people lie. I know teachers lie. It's just human nature to fucking lie. And one thing I'm not going to do is sit here and be like, oh yeah, you're right because you're an adult. No, because kids need to be respected as well. And so one thing I have to always remind whoever, the teachers, whatever it is to respect goes both ways. That's just the nature of the beast. Okay, so I don't want to touch my pot and my hands are dirty. All right, so I have them packed in. Hey, I know it's a mess. I didn't think it through.
Got panties on the ground?
Well, they're not mine.
Recorded?
I am.
Oh.
Everybody just heard that.
Hi, people.
So I just conjoined them, put them in this pot. I don't want to put them in something too big. Now I understand that one came out of this one and then one came out of this little one, but I want to put them in something that's a little bit smaller for now, just so that they can, get familiar with each other, because now they're about to be one, and yeah, they're the same species, but they're their own plant. They have their own identity at the end of the day. This one may not like the other one, so I just want to give them time to get acquainted with each other before I do any big pops. So I just put them in this for now. And don't worry about that. I'm going to wipe that off. But I am going to let them stay in that, and then I may move them into something else. That's why I did put them in that. Just to kind of give them their own little, just something to sit in right now. I like to rotate my plants and move them out. Move them around the room and stuff like that until they let me know where they want to be. But yeah, so this is the end results. This is what it looks like when I finish. She looks way better. So I'm just gonna lightly mist the leaves. He, she, I keep calling it she because I just call them all she's. But so the problem I have now is that we have David and Denzel. So I don't know what I'm gonna do about that. I don't know. Maybe they may need a new name. But yeah. So I just wanted to, just tell y'all that. Just have that quick little conversation about kids. And this is not the last that you guys will hear about this. There will be a part 95 to this topic. I actually will have some guests come on and we can rant and rave about our kids together. And if anybody has anything to say in the comments, please do share. Y'all have any, even if you disagree with me, put it there. That's great. I love that for you. Being a parent is a tough task. Being a human is even harder. And sometimes your kids don't understand. You're just trying to navigate through life just like they are. Nobody gave you a manual. Nobody told you what to do. Hell, a lot of the times we didn't even have an example, because at the end of the day, our parents were just dropped here too. So either way, it does not excuse either parties to mistreat the other. Parents should not mistreat the children. Children should not mistreat the parents. That's just what it is. I do not like to be mistreated, and I am a survivor of abuse of all forms. And it's very triggering when my children treat me that way. When my children take and take and take and take from me. When my children, they don't understand how I've had to stay up and pray for them. They don't understand how I have sacrificed for them, the things that I have done, the unspeakable things I've had to do in the name of my children. And you know what? I do it all over again if I have to. But they don't understand that. They don't appreciate those things. And yeah. But all I know is, honey, is when they all are grown, I'm going to be out living my life. And when they call me with their drama, hell, they ain't going to be able to call me, baby, because I'm changing my number. I'm going to be traveling, me and my man. We're going to be having a good time. We're going to be eating all kinds of cuisines, frolicking all over the place in the hillsides. But yeah, so I am going to go ahead and wrap this video up. Thank you again for watching. Like, comment, share, subscribe, and hit the notification button. And yeah, that's all I got to say. I'm looking for my clicker, y'all, my remote.